It's the most important decision you're going to make in your life. What do you think it is?
Who you marry?
The spouse. The most important decision you make in your entire life is the spouse. Because the wrong one is a disaster. The right one is fantastic. Now, I've had the right one for 68 years. Everything we've done together as a team. It's been wonderful.
So you've been together since you were my age. I'm 25.
Yes.
Can you define the word love?
With great difficulty. The feeling you have for each other. The respect. The positive attitude you carry to each other. Being there for each other without any equivocation whatsoever. There's never an issue. Should I, shouldn't I? If it's something that is important for the family or important to your spouse, you do it. Simple. Love is a conglomeration of attitudes, feelings. I mean, there's just so much that's part of it.
It's a loaded question.
It's almost impossible to define.
Yeah.
You think that's the most decision a man can make? Most important decision?
Shit, just ask Michael Jordan. Just ask him. He bought $100 million light in the pocket.
Listen to you.
That boy bought $100 million light in the ass pocket, cool.
Listen to you. But do you think that was because he made the wrong decision, or it was because he wanted to do something else?
Lucky, man. He just lucky. That's all that shit.
No. I'm talking about, you say, just ask Michael Jordan. And I say, but Michael Jordan wanted to divorce his wife. His wife didn't want to divorce him. So my thing is, when you want something different,
a lot of money.
Well, of course, she was with him since they was young. You know, she had
a
kids
lot
for
of
him.
money, cool.
So I mean,
Boy.
you know, she was there. So I mean, the bottom line is, when you make a decision to put away the wife that you've had for so long, I mean, come on now, you bear some responsibility in why you don't want the woman anymore. If there's no problems, then, and you want to marry a different, because now let's look at it. You brought him up. The women he was married, Cookie, you know, she was a black woman, and he went to a more exotic looking woman.
Wait a minute.
So
Cookie not Michael Jordan wife.
I didn't mean to say Cookie. I forget his wife's name. Juanita.
I think that's it.
So yeah, she was a black woman, and he went to more exotic looking women, you know, mixed women. So he made that choice, like most athletes do. You know, when they get rich and they start climbing the ladder, they switch up. So you don't think she deserved anything? Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Yeah, that was a bad example. Give me a better one.
Well,
give me a better one.
Either way it go, he made a decision to be with her, and it cost him a lot of money, either to get rid of her or her to move on from him. Either way, that shit cost him a lot of money, man.
Yeah, but look how much money he have. So it didn't hurt him at all. He'll be in there now.
No,
didn't even hurt it. You can't. That's nothing.
$100 is $100-some million.
It don't matter.
Like 138, something like that. God,
I thought it was 157. But anyway, he's a billionaire now, so it didn't hurt him none at all. It ain't bothered him, but he made sure that he covered that the next time, because he even, you know, in the prenup, these women gonna get some money too. They just won't get as much as Cookie got. I mean, Juanita got, and she deserved it. Lord,
how you know she deserved it?
Because she was there from the beginning. She was there. She was there when he had nothing. Yeah. I believe if you're there when they have nothing and they start having something, and he decides he wants a more exotic, different wife for whatever reason, he has the right to go.
That's why. Shit. That's why. That's why.
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir.
Because had it been me, it would have been to that do a sport. No, you don't get to go.
Yeah, whatever.
You work it out. Yeah, you work it out. You don't get to go. Now you making more money and you want to choose a different type of woman. No, you're going to stay with me. Yeah. I'm not giving you no divorce.
You know, hey, man, I'm all for the team thing. You know, you get a good woman and she there from the beginning, go through some stuff, and y'all got a good team going on. You know, hey.
That man said 68 years. Look at that. 68 years, and he's 93 years old.
Yeah. That's a blessing. You make it to 93.
And he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
A billionaire. And he had the same woman for 68 years. He didn't switch up.
Yeah, I would have switched up.
See, I know you woulda. I know you woulda. Soon as you make $1 billion,
Yeah,
see,
as soon as I
y'all
get
need
me
to
some money.
understand. I
Yeah.
hope, yeah, y'all, don't
I
go
done
after
switched
him.
I done switched up. Matter of fact, hey, I got $1 billion. You know what? Just for just for my
God, don't give him
just
$1 billion.
for my conscience. Yeah, I go ahead and throw about 10 mil your way.
What? You're a
10
billionaire.
mil.
You gonna give her 10 million?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's way too much as it is. Shit,
Oh my God.
I probably
See what
be
I'm
thinking,
talking
man, you
about?
need I probably
See
be
what I'm
thinking,
talking about?
hey man, you need your ass for giving that kind of money away. Now
But
that I
on the
think about it,
real.
I think about 5 mil. That's about good enough. About 5 mil.
So how does a man make the decision in choosing a mate? What should he do? What should he look for?
Oh, you gotta look for somebody that's for him. Somebody
Mhm,
that's on his team. And that's truly in the game for him and have the same type of vision he has. And main thing is how she treat other people, whether it's strangers, whether it's family members, whether it's her friends. You have to watch that closely
mhm,
because how she treat other people eventually is how she gonna end up treating you down the road. So you have to watch that. Yeah,
mhm,
with how she deal with her parents, how she deal with the siblings, how she deal with people at work and people around them. Is she forgiving?
mhm,
Things of that nature. Now, you can't expect nobody to be perfect, and that's another thing. Uh, is she willing to take accountability when she make a mistake,
mhm,
and not try to point the finger at other things, other reasons? Because eventually, when she make a mistake in the relationship, she's gonna always point the finger at you. She's always gonna find some way to point the finger. And then when you start pointing the finger at everybody else, you can't grow because you don't see your mistake. And if you don't see a mistake, you can't fix the mistake. So that's the kind of things you got to look at. Is she trying to grow? Or the things that she need to work on, is she working on those things? On the other hand, you can't be asking for something for somebody that you're not willing to give yourself. So if you're not doing those things and you're not that type of person, then you probably don't even deserve to be with her if she's that type of woman.
Well, do you think that finding a good spouse is obtainable in today's society?
Uh Yeah, it is. The problem with finding a good spouse is it's not the woman. The woman don't have nothing to do with it. It's the unfair laws when it comes to marriage and family court. That's where the problem come in. And it's another thing, it's the desire, I think, too, for people to get on a journey where they think that it's always something better out there. But for it's just finding a spouse, it's not the woman. People will get married more if the laws wasn't the way they are. So that's what makes it so hard. It's always you got to second guess yourself because man, they'll stick it to you, boy. They'll stick it to your ass, man.
But according to him, if you choose the right mate from the beginning, then these type of things won't happen to
Well,
you.
see,
And
he
I'm
married
asking
his
you,
woman at a different time. He
yeah.
married his woman at a different time, and then they had a different ideology. The older people were different; they did things different. So
Mhm,
when you coming into this, so if he was in this newer age with how things are moving right now, he wouldn't. I'm not gonna say he wouldn't get married or he wouldn't do those things, but he'll be more hesitant
mhm.
because, especially if he around and he done seen people do different things or seen some of his friends go through different things and God forbid he would have had to go through it with a first wife, then it's gonna always be hard. It's always gonna be hard
So you do
because
you
go ahead.
do you think it's more challenging for men after they've been through a divorce to marry again?
Always.
Mhm.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say always. That's no, scratch that shit from the record. Uh, cause man, nigga jump from one marriage to I seen people just jump from one marriage to another,
But
and
is that
not that
typical?
and not that I'm. It's not that the marriage, the first one wasn't hard, or the divorce it wasn't hard, or the divorce could have been a dirty one, a nasty one, and they go put themselves right back in the same position. Same thing. end up doing the same thing because some dudes can't be alone, period. They want to be married, and that's what they're going to do.
But that's not typical. That's rare, right?
No, hell no. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You'd be
Mhm.
surprised at how many dudes will jump from one relationship to relationship or one marriage to another marriage.
Hmm.
You would be
Okay. Y'all
surprised.
heard that, ladies?
Y'all would be surprised. So, because it's always going to be that world over there where guys live by certain rules and certain ideology, and the ideology is that I'm more respected as a married man than I am a single man, and
Hmm.
I want to have that because to be honest with you, there's a lot of guys
Mm-hmm.
that they kind of look at their wife as their mother. They
Okay.
do, but they just add the sexual part in there. They want a woman to just be like a mama to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not how you're supposed to go. At least that in my belief it ain't. But some dudes they do. They saying shit.
But
Everything is my go ahead.
I disagree with you on that, right? I believe that when men have been divorced, it's harder for those men to get married again. And I think it's more men who have went through a divorce and not willing to marry again than men who will jump into marriage to marriage to marriage. I don't think that's the norm. I think the norm is those men who have went through bad divorces, have been hurt, have been traumatized by the divorce, lost a lot in those divorces. They just refuse to marry again. Some of them ain't even in a financial place where they can take on another wife and get married again. So I think it's rare that those men are
Shit, they ain't
willing to
never. A
marry
lot
again.
of these dudes ain't never been in a financial position to be with the first wife.
Could
Shit,
be, could
uh,
be.
just
But
looking for something. Go
I
ahead.
do believe I believe that some men lose a lot, not just child
Hell
support. They
yeah.
lose their homes, they lose the cars, they lose a lot. Some of them even lose their job.
Well,
Depends on what kind of job they have, when their marriages fail. So a lot of things change for those men, and those men are not to go and marry another woman. I think that's a problem with a lot of men today, that they're just afraid because of what they've been through, the difficulties of what they've been through. Do I believe that there are men who jump like you say? Yes, but I don't believe that that's a big number. I think it's more men who have been through bad
I mean, I,
marriages
I agree with you on that,
and
but
they
I'm
move
not gonna act like that.
differently.
You don't see guys out there that do that. It's plenty more than you would think that do that. But
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say it's more than guys that is fearful of
reluctant.
marriage.
Yeah,
I'm
reluctant.
not gonna say it's like
Hmm.
that, but man, you'd be surprised. A lot of them dudes be doing that.
Hmm.
But as long as the law, if they would change the law back to fault divorces, you gonna see
Hmm.
the marriage rate go up.
Hmm.
Where if you in a marriage, there's a consequence for you ending a marriage or
Hmm.
infidelity. Like the military, you get caught with infidelity in the military, it's gonna be a penalty,
Hmm.
and that's how it should be out here. Things of that nature. Now, will it keep people from being, committing infidelity? No, it ain't gonna stop them, but it would be some kind of rule in place.
Hmm.
It's just like uh, people. You don't put no damn speed limit on the interstate, then people gonna drive like maniacs.
Hmm.
So with marriage now, it's this what they call it irreconcilable differences. It
Hmm.
just should never be. It always should have been, hey, let's look at what's going on. You know, only irreconcilable differences if the judge say, you know what, it's just y'all have bad communication and then y'all ready to leave or whatever. And still, you shouldn't even be that easy to get out of a relationship anyway.
Yeah, but we know that you can't force two people to be together, so it doesn't even matter. If they don't want to be with each other, they're not going to be with each other. No, the thing that you open up when you try to force two people to stay together with, counseling and all these other things, you open up the door for the relationship to shift to something more negative, violence and the verbal and physical abuse. So if they don't want to be together, then they don't be together. I think what we need to look at the laws on how they're
No,
just
no,
dividing things.
it's not. See. If you look at it that way, then no. The way you have to look at it is this. You shouldn't have got your ass married in the first place. So when you decide, when two people get together, they're going to take the time. They're going to put in the time that it takes to give themselves a good chance to be together. But if you have this willy-nilly, I can get married today and divorce tomorrow, then you always, man, people don't know what they want. And when you don't know what you want, man, you shit. I can do it. I want this. No, I want that. No, I want this. Oh, I can have this. I can quit this. I cannot finish this. When you have that kind of society, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna have a lot of divorces, and just what it is now. It's I can get married and then I can get up out of this thing anytime I get ready. Yeah, you can get up out of it, but they should make it a still fast penalty for you to get out. And
It
then
is in some cases.
then you'll start thinking before you get married in the first place.
Maybe, maybe not.